Larissa. I'm still sitting in my online yoga studio. I just taught my class. I just taught my weekly online yoga class, and I had a wonderful inspiration, a very important topic I wanted to share with you. And it's about the essence of yoga. And I hope I get the point because it's so important, the essence of yoga, right? But I will try my best. And it's based on my own experiences with yoga. And I feel like the past few months I had a pretty rough time. I felt pretty disconnected from myself, and I think that happens in life. These phases happen, everyone goes through these phases, but to me there's nothing worse than feeling disconnected from myself, to feel like almost death inside, frozen inside, and having no access, no connections to my true self, to my feelings, to myself. And last week I had a wonderful situation where I practiced yoga and I just let my body flow. I didn't have any expectations, I didn't have any plans what to do. I just moved freely, and I listened to beautiful, calm, but very emotional music, or music what really touched me deeply. And I suddenly felt this huge release. I could cry so much. My tears were like flowing down my face to my yoga mat. And first it was based on a lot of pain, my own pain, but also suffering of the world, suffering of beloved ones. And I could feel all of it. I felt like there was this huge wave of feelings coming, this huge wave, like almost like crushing on me, of pain and suffering. But I could really like let it go. I could really relax and surrender into this moment, into these feelings. And it was beautiful, actually. It was both painful and beautiful, and I could really observe how this pain, how this suffering transformed into bliss, into pure joy. And suddenly I cried out of pure joy, pure bliss, pure excitement to be alive. And I had these beautiful insights, I had these beautiful realizations why I have my daily yoga practice. And so often I have my daily yoga practice and it feels good, but it's not significant. And in this one moment I could see why I practice yoga every single day, every single time I'm doing it. And I could suddenly see like every single time I practice yoga came together just to open myself, to connect myself to my true inner being, to my feelings, but also to something divine. And it was so wonderful, and I had so many realizations, and I could really feel every movement I'm doing was for a reason suddenly. And I had these moments a few times while practicing yoga, that I suddenly feel like I know why these asanas exist. I know why I'm doing this exact movement, and I can really feel that these exact movements deeply heal me. And not only like on a superficial level, they deeply heal me on the deepest cells, in my deepest cells, in every cell of my body, every part of my body and my psyche can find healing. And besides of that, I could feel my own healing happening, but also I could see that I'm almost like healing my beloved ones who are suffering right now. I could really feel like while doing these movements, I could send this healing to everyone else, and especially to people I really carried in my heart in this moment. And that was just beautiful. And then I have these feelings of just opening and suddenly feeling alive again. It's almost like taking a breath for the first time again, and being yeah, alive for the first time again. It's almost like I forget over and over and over again what it means to be truly alive. And I think this is not only happening to me, I think this happens to every one of us, that we constantly forget in our daily life why we are on this earth, who we are as human beings, what truly matters in life. And I think it's okay to forget. This is a path of forgetting and remembering, and forgetting and remembering, and forgetting and getting into a connection again with ourselves, with the divine. And it's such a beautiful path. And to me, yoga is truly the path of enlightenment, the path of awakening. And these are big, huge words, but what I just described is really it. This is like finding back to yourself and becoming a human being, becoming a true, healthy, real human being again, who feels, who is alive. And when you're healing yourself, when you're allowing yourself to feel, then you can become a good human being who changed the world. And to me, this is what it is all about in life. This is what it is to, the purpose of being alive to me is to be truly, fully alive. And to have a good life and to change the world, to help the world becoming a better place for our past generations, but for our next generations too. And to me, this is not only like being joyful, being like having a wealthy, rich, stable life. It's also about like truly feeling. And I think this suffering, this pain, we all carry that within us. We all need healing. And it's so vital to allow ourselves to really, truly feel. Yeah, and this is what I told my yoga students today, to really allow their body to relax, even allow their body to yawn, to really like, to really let go and surrender, and to deeply relax, to be gentle and soft to themselves. And from this place to allow themselves to truly feel whatever is there. And I think there's one more important thing to mention. I think we grew up learning, or a lot of us grew up learning, that it is not good to cry, that we're weak when we cry, that we hurt other people when we cry, that we have to be ashamed when we cry. I have a lot of shame in myself, or I had a lot of shame and guilt in myself when I cried, so I suppressed it. And I think that a lot of people grew up with this feeling of like not allowing themselves to cry. And I think it is important to learn crying again, and not to force it, just when it comes up naturally, and to realize that this is our true strength, when we can allow ourselves to feel. We're not strong when we suppress. We're not strong when we pretend we're strong, or when we pretend everything is fine and we just smile because we think we have to smile. This is not being strong. Being strong is allowing yourself to be yourself, to truly feel, and realizing that you're whole. I think this is another like challenge we have when it comes to feeling, that we think these waves crush us, we will drown in the suffering, and we're alone, and we will be destroyed, and we're not whole. But I think once you allow yourself to be broken and to be put together again, it's like a metamorphosis process. You allow yourself, you really surrender into deep, true, honest emotions. You allow your suffering, your pain to really come to the surface, to really feel it. And it might feel like your heart explodes into 1,000 pieces. It might feel like this wave is overcoming you and crushing you. It might feel like it's destroying you completely. And in the next moment you realize, wow, I'm still complete, I'm still alive, I'm still here. And You learn through these experiences how to hold yourself. And of course, if you have people in your life, and I hope that, who you can trust, you can ask them for support. You know you're not alone. You know you have people who hold you, who support you in your life. But you can also hold yourself. And when you become a yogi, when you do your yoga in a regular base, you build this strength, this foundation of being a true human being and of allowing this whole spectrum of life, of suffering and of bliss, and this whole spectrum of life, to really feel it and to really embody it. And you will realize, once you start allowing these things coming up and living through it and feeling them, that they will pass so fast, that they will transform into bliss, into joy, into feeling fully alive, into feeling love and gratitude. And you will realize that you can hold yourself, that you're so strong. And I deeply believe in that. I deeply believe that every single one of us has the strength to hold themselves. You just have to be brave. And I think we just have to be brave once to realize, wow, this is really working, and it's so liberating. So I truly encourage you to allow true feelings, to allow being a true, real human being, to be truly yourself, and you will see nothing will happen. Just quite the contrast will happen. You will be fully alive. You will be gifted with so many beautiful gifts. You were gifted with being truly alive and feeling truly alive. And to me, this is what it is all about. So I think that was enough for today. I thank you so much for listening. I wish you a lot of courage on this beautiful path. And I'm just excited for every single one of you who chooses to go this path and to come back to yourself. Thank you, and namaste.